Vision process tool to find the part, like you've done for every other one. So you'll start the same way you always do. You pick a calibration. Set a good exposure value.
The camera calibration, does it matter which one you pick?
For this one, he will give us one.
Okay.
Well, that's the calibration that you do with your grid.
Okay.
Yeah, but he'll give us one for this one. So I'm just going to find the part, just like you always do. Probably rotate it so it's flat. So I'm just going out of live preview mode. Pretty good. Just gonna send the origin. Everything's good here. Underneath the GPM, we're going to add a caliper tool. So it'll find the part and then it will do the measurement. Alright, I'm going to zoom in and tell it what I want to measure. So I hit set. Zoom in again, I guess. So I'm going to position that over what I want to measure. So this edge here goes to one edge, this edge goes to the other edge. What you want to measure, so I want to measure from this black edge here to this black edge here. Might want to make it a little bit smaller. Alright. So it'll measure from light to dark, so it'll go from the light background to the first dark edge that it finds, and then from the last dark edge to the light background. So that's all good. We can do a snap and find. Right, so it's found it. We can set our reference length. So it says it found that to be 12 pixels. We can say 12 pixels is 10 millimeters. That's something that the professor would give you. Right, so now underneath the caliper tool, since we want to get the measurement out, or excuse me, under GPM, here you do measurement output tool. Measurement 1 comes from the caliper tool, and you want to get the length of the part in millimeters. If it just says pixels, then you didn't set your reference length. So that would be the length in millimeters. I'm going to snap and run. It says it's 10 millimeters, which is what I said it was. So it's fine. I go.
If you go back to the just second
Caliper tool.
No, the
GPM.
The scale and those, does that have to be clicked or unclicked?
So for this one, you don't need scale or aspect ratio.
Okay.
You might want orientation so that you can actually rotate the dice, and it will rotate that. It'll rotate that accordingly.
Okay.
That box accordingly. So all these are green, so there's nothing else to do there. This one's still red, so you go down to set the reference position. We have to do a snap and find first. You set the reference position, that's good. Another snap and find. Go down to the measurement tool just to see the actual measurement value. So it says 10 millimeters there, in value 1, so I'm going to move it over there. It's found it again. You can see it rotated the red rectangle because I have orientation on it. It now says 25 millimeters. The issue was, obviously this should still say 10 millimeters.
Yeah.
When I did it here, I think there was a shadow, so it's counting that shadow. So it did the shadow in the caliper tool earlier, so that's why it wasn't working properly. If you did it, you would make sure that that wasn't an issue.
Do you need a program for this?
You do need a program for this because he wants the measurement to show up on the TPM as well. But you're done in here. Sorry, I'm talking way too fast. this right now. Okay, so the measurement program is just like the other programs that you do. You don't need your user frame here, but you can put it there if it's just easier for you to remember. You still do your jump label. I guess I should turn it this way.
No.
You still do your find. You need to specify which program it is, though. Bunch of A's.
A23. A23.
So I guess it's further down.
That's
There we
it.
go. Yep. So same program. Vision register. They use 3. You can use 1. Is probably what you've most likely been using. That doesn't matter. Just stay consistent. Change this one as well. If you were making this, you would just put this in there directly. You wouldn't need to change it. All right. Instead of moving to a point, since we're not actually moving the robot, we can replace this line with another one. So I will just, you go to insert an instruction, go down to vision. Where's the energy? Then you want the one that says vision register.mes.
Vision.
So that'll get the measurement.
Okay.
So it's the vision register measurement.
Okay.
All right, store it in register 1, which will just show up over here.
Okay.
You arbitrarily pick that.
So it'll always be just 1.
You can pick whatever you want
Okay,
to do.
gotcha.
One's just easy because it's at the top.
Okay.
Same thing for these VRs. You can pick whatever you want,
Okay.
whatever's convenient. So we use vision register somewhere.
You had 3. right
3,
there.
yeah. So use 3 here again, and we want measurement number 1 because if you remember in our measurement tool, value number 1 has our excellent. So if you have multiple things, that's how you would do it. So measurement 1, and then we'll just repeat the program. So right now register 1 says 3.2. That's the old value that was in there. So I will just run it again.
So it'll show up in the register when you
Yep.
do it.
So 10,
Okay.
9.9. Put it over there. 10.8.
Ah.
So it's measuring that part. Yep. So the program's almost exactly the same, just that last line changes.
Okay.
Okay.